Hi Libra, thanks for joining me. This will be a general love reading for you guys from the 13th to the 19th of July. It is for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Don't worry too much if you don't know what your Moon, Rising or Venus sign is. If you check the description box below the video, all that information's in there for you. As I said, it is a general love reading, so it won't resonate with everybody out there. Just take what resonates for you or with you and just leave the rest. Also, please remember that your cards have fallen on the floor. Please remember that time is fluid. So this could have already happened. It could be happening now, or it could be happening in the future. Also from the tarot, the energies I could be picking up on your energy. I could be reading for your energy. I could be reading for or connecting with the other person's energy, or I could be reading for both of you. So however it resonates for you. So just be aware of that. Just wanted to say before we start, I'm trying to get everything out so quickly. Yeah, due to technical issues yesterday, I uploaded, I did every signs readings yesterday, and came to upload them, and yeah, it just went a bit scuba feet. So unfortunately lost all the readings yesterday, which sounds really bad, but to be honest, every reading I did yesterday, we only got 3 tarot cards and a huge amount of romance angel cards. For some reason there was a bit of an imbalance there. So in reflection, I'm glad that the universe stepped in and yeah, guided. Well, had no choice really, because I lost all the data, all the videos just went. Yeah, storage space went a bit skew-whiffy, and it's an absolute nightmare. So I'm having to do them today. So today's the 13th, so please be aware I actually video these off a mobile phone, and then I upload them to the internet via a mobile hotspot. So you may see the videos upload later on tonight, and this is UK time now. It's 7 o'clock. I mean, I've been on this all day today, so uploads may take into tomorrow, so please have some patience with me. Yeah, it's been a bit of an awful time, to be fair. Also, if you hear some background noise, I'm actually living on a holiday park, which I've been here since lockdown. So basically, on the day of lockdown in the UK, my boss gave me my redundancy notice, and because I lived on site, I actually lost my accommodation. So I had to kind of like leg it to the nearest location, because obviously on lockdown you can't actually move. You couldn't move anywhere. So yeah, I had to transport my dog, 4 guinea pigs, and thankfully I got some accommodation in a holiday let on a kind of like holiday resort. So I've been here ever since, but now it's the weekend coming. It's like all these people started turning up, and I was thinking, oh my goodness me. And because, you know, people are taking holidays now, travel restrictions are being lifted, etc. Yeah, I find myself amongst loads of people on holiday. So it's great to hear the kids kind of like laughing and splashing around in the pool, and, you know, really enjoying themselves, and people going out for a beer, and, you know, oh goodness me. But yeah, it just, there's a lot of background noise. Today, the day of the readings, get this, it's raining. So nobody's outside. So yeah, I think it's obviously it's seasonal, so I think I'm going to be here for a while longer. So you may hear some background noise in the next week, over the next couple of months, but yeah, I don't have any permanent accommodation yet, so so that out of the way, let's have a look. Have we got any more cards for Libra? Libra in love. So my situation's been hysterical. Well, it hasn't really. I look back on it and think, oh my gosh. So for 3 months, I haven't been able to find any form of employment, which is farcical, isn't it, really? Because of the lockdown, and now it's being lifted, it's getting a little bit better. So people are... I applied for so many jobs during lockdown as well. It's unreal. I must have been the only one that did it. Yeah, but companies just weren't, they weren't accepting. Although we'll probably put your things on file and then say, oh, when we're allowed, we'll interview you. But it's been awful. It really has. I have to laugh about it now. You know why I laugh about it? Because Mystic Freya, actually, I created Mystic Freya, or should I say the universe created Mystic Freya to channel, and guided me to do these readings. So you guys have really helped me through a really difficult period in my life. Yeah, so I just need to thank you all so much, Libra. You're just absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for being so supportive, for clicking the thumbs up buttons on the videos, showing me that the messages are resonating with you on some level, even commenting as well. So I couldn't ask for more from an audience, really. Thank you so much for keeping my mind on track, because it has been awfully, yeah, stressful, really stressful. But anyway, I digress. So we'll have a look, do a couple more. I think there's a little bit of conflict again in your readings for some reason. Oops, don't want to burn the house. But house? The chalet down. That wouldn't be good. I really wouldn't have anywhere to live in there. Yeah, I'm so thankful that somebody actually stepped in and said, no, you can stay in my holiday let. As otherwise, I really wouldn't have anywhere to go. That's sad, isn't it? They didn't even want to furlough me. That was the problem. Most people's companies were furloughing, but mine just went, nah, see you later. Yeah, it was absolutely terrible. Awful, despicable behaviour. I would never do it. I would never ever do it to anybody. So, yeah. I suppose you've got bills to pay. I think that's the worst thing as well. It's you still got financial commitments. And I still have. So I was a little bit worried actually if the channel could survive, probably about last month, and even now, still with trying to find a job, etc. It's still very sticky, it's still very hit and miss. So we'll see, hopefully the universe, the wheel will turn and it will be better, I'm sure. I'm not the only one in this position, I know that. Okay, so you guys have got this release card. So it says here, this is your overall energy, the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. Beautiful. I just want to read from the book actually for that particular card, if I've got the book here, just to give you a little bit more background. Still haven't memorized this book. That's hilarious, isn't it? Okay, this card signifies that it's time to move on because the project or phase of your life is now complete. There's no benefit in remaining in this situation. Instead, shake off the old and welcome in the new. You may experience a sense of relief at this ending, or there may be some sadness. Either way, it's time. It's time to leave that which you've outgrown. Take your time to adjust to this change in your life. It's not necessary to rush ahead. Be kind to yourself during this period of transition and seek the support of family and friends. So it seems like something's come to a head, to an end even. Look, there's this spatting again. So I think last week's reading, or a couple of weeks ago, you had this reading. So, okay. You're having to do a lot of healing, a lot of going within to find these answers, I think. Yeah, so we're starting off, you're very much up in your own head. Look at what we've got here. We've got a complex decision. So it refers to your emotions. A complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. So you know what needs to change in your life. You know what needs to go, but you're hedging your bets. I almost get the feeling and the message coming in, perhaps it will get better. Perhaps it will get better. And it's like a repeating message that's coming through. Perhaps it will get better if I just give it another couple more weeks, another month. Perhaps the situation will improve. And you're not seeing any improvement. It won't improve. You need to move away from it. We've got events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. You've also got plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, and poor timing. Wow. But you're going to come out of that phase. You're going to actually think, okay, I've had enough of this. I need to move away from this. I almost kind of I got the message there. Mind-bendingly emotional and almost mentally draining situation that you found yourself in. But there was a complex decision, and I don't know if this is about a complex decision. Perhaps this is you've procrastinated so much about it and wondered if it would get better because you've got financial, getting the message, financial obligations with this connection. And the reason for you not closing it out or moving away from it is because you thought it would just sort itself out and you wouldn't have to do all this work in order to move on from this connection, because it says here a complex decision. So I think that it's not just a case of, okay, see you later, bye. It's all these little facets. I think you set up a kind of like a home with this person even. That's for some, not for everybody, but it's also the decision to who gets what, where things go, splitting bills, all the rest of the commitments that go with relationships, established relationships, or relationships that you thought were going to stand the test of time, and that keeps being repeated, standing the test of time. Don't worry about that. It's coming to an end. You're moving out of that phase. The end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. Who has got this card? I think it might have been Capricorn. So strange. There's been a lot of backbiting as well in this connection. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. But it also, it's like, I get the feeling that you've been fighting over airtime, but fighting to get your voice heard about how you actually feel about the situation. And the other person's ignored it for some reason. That could be through messages, it could have been conversations, it could have been anything, any form of communication, but this person's kind of like, I almost feel like it's blocked you out for some reason. Okay, so good riddance, that's what I say, Libra. Move on. Right, okay, so you're coming into this energy here, the end of a difficult situation. There's still some residual stuff from this situation that you need to almost close out. I think you need to, with this 9 of Fire, it says don't give up, protect that which you've created, have courage and believe in yourself. So you're going to have to be almost defensive with something around the splitting. It's just a message, so if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. The message isn't for you, it's for someone else. But it's almost like defending why who gets what, or defending why you think things should be split this way, how things are divided up. So strong. That's for some, not for everybody. So yeah, we're don't give up, protect that which you've created, have courage and believe in yourself. So it's saying that believe you are a good person, you are livable. You know, if this person's trying to almost steal things from underneath you, or say I bought that so I should have it, and you think that's wrong, then you should almost defend why they can't have that piece of, it sounds very petty, but that piece of furniture or that ornament or that settee or however. But you need to stand your ground. I think you need to be confident. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't back down is also another word that's coming in quite strongly. Do not back down. If you think that you, because I feel like you've been so belittled in this connection, it's almost squashed your confidence. I think you need to voice yourself. You need to be heard, if that makes sense, if it resonates with someone. But you do need to stand your ground. I think stand your ground. Okay, so you're standing your ground. We've also got here, now I think this energy sits somewhere between this 7 of water. It might sit between the 7 of air and the Knight of air. It says being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. So it could be that you've been holding on very tightly to your money situation because you realise this connection is not for your highest good. You've had to almost like squirrel money away in order to get out, even. Because the other person likes spending your money, likes you paying for everything, even. It's just a message that comes through, so don't shoot me if it's not the correct one. It's a message that comes out that needs to be heard. Okay, so I think that this end of a difficult situation, embrace the change, expect things to get better now. I think this hermit mode, you're going within and recognizing that you need to come out all guns blazing and fighting for what you want at the end of this relationship. Okay, this relationship's ended, but you need to defend what you get out of this. Almost like a divorce, I'm getting. Almost like a divorce. It could be the divorce of, not in the literal sense as a divorce, but the divorce of a long-term relationship that you've had with this person. You don't necessarily have to be married to... you know, you could have been with them for a couple of years, you could have been with them for, 10 years, whatever, not gone down that matrimonial route. But there is kind of like a divorce taking place. So strange. I'm glad you're moving away from that energy though, because it's not for your highest good. So you get to this hermit mode, and I think this is this Knight of air. Carefully review your options. You're going within to make those decisions, and then the end of a difficult situation comes to the fore. You're getting, you're defending your decisions to move away. Perhaps this person thinks that, okay, we can reconcile our differences, and you're like, no thanks, I don't need that rubbish in my life. And that's the message I'm getting. I don't need that rubbish in my life. You can go now. You can leave my house. You can go. Or you can go, we can just move separately and sell whatever property that we own together. We can just divide it up and sell, but I don't want anything more to do with you because it's mentally and emotionally draining. And that's the message that comes through. So it's for someone. If it resonates, all well and good. If it doesn't, then it's not your message, it's for someone else. So we've got the 4 of fire. So you're coming through all of this energy. You're getting your mojo back. It's just beautiful. You're getting your mojo back and you're like, yeah, come on then, bring it on type of thing. And we've got this contentment. look, you're content with the situation, you've stood your ground, it's all happy, it's great. You make the decisions that you want to make. You are responsible just for you and not the other person. A burden, a weight's been lifted off your shoulders, and I can feel it. I can just feel that elation of you actually moving away and saying, bye-bye, see you later, have a good life. Because I think they did the dirty on you. For some reason, it just keeps coming out, they've done the dirty on you. They've really squashed you down for some reason. They've kept you down. It's awful, awful energy. But I'm so glad that you're coming into your own. It says contentment, peace and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. That project is you getting from this difficult decision all the way through all of these energies, almost battling through to get to here, this contentment, peace and abundance. You've had to fight for this. We also have the Ace of Water, which looks like someone new is coming onto the scene. It says falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship. I don't feel that's a resurgence of this relationship. I think that you're moving away and you're finding your feet with someone else. Spiritual growth and enhanced intuition. A new home. I think you're literally moving away. So it's gorgeous. The end of a phasal situation. Spiritual transformation. Time to move on. Beautiful. So let's see how that relates to your angel answers in relation to your love life. So what can you tell Libra about Libra in love, please? Libra in love. Ooh, okay, you're ready. Oh, you are. You will be. Oh, gorgeous progression of energy there. It really is. It's quite exhilarating. It's got my heart beating 10 to the dozen. It's so I get so invested in you guys. It's unreal. But that's, my empathic abilities. I am drawn to do that anyway. I love to get the best out of people 1,000%. I will invest all of my energy. If I think that, it can make a difference to you, I will do it. I do have boundaries though as well. Let me just point out. As empaths, we kind of we give. We don't expect anything in return. We're all givers, but we have to set healthy boundaries because we can exhaust ourselves. So, yeah. Every healthy relationship needs a boundary. I think that whoever you've been dealing with or whatever situation you've been dealing with, it's been very unhealthy. No need to worry. There's something better. Obviously, there is something much, much better for you. Okay, let's just have a look. What have we got? What do we have? What do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra? Libra in love. Libra in love. What do we have for Libra? What do they need to know? Libra in love. Oh, not that many cards, thank you. Libra in love from the 13th to the 19th of July. 13th to the 19th of July. 13th to the 19th of July. What do we have? Libra in love. Oh, there we go. This situation will improve. It will improve. Couldn't be any worse than what you've just come out of, to be honest. We also have communicate clearly. That's standing your ground. Kind of speaking your truth. And choose a new direction. Time to move on. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so what have we got from your romance angels? So what can you tell Libra? Libra in love from the 13th to the 19th of July, please. Libra in love from the 13th to the 19th of July, please. Libra in love. What have we got for Libra in love? Oh, there we go. Release your ex. The time's come for you to clear your energy. You're ready. We've also got no need to worry codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. No need to worry about those cycles that used to hold you back, or you not being able to speak your truth. I think this is kind of like, I get that this behaviour here, plans that need revision, this kind of like a complex decision, competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. I think this situation was kind of cyclic. I think almost like triggered by something. So the situation would arise and the person would kind of like squash you down, then everything would be fine for a bit, and then something would happen, the same thing would happen again, and it's like a repeating cycle. So addictions can be anything. They're not just as we would normally think it, like alcohol and drugs. Codependency can be a type of behavior that you feel so comfortable returning back to, but it's not for your highest good. So that's what we mean by cyclic events. So, you know, it'll be good for a couple of weeks and then the same thing will happen, and it's just a repeating thing. And I think that's why you've been kind of like waiting it out, waiting for the other person to stop doing those cyclic things in order for it to move forward. And I think that I get the feeling that you were very invested in this connection, and you saw it doing some mileage, but yeah, this other person's not at the same kind of like almost like spiritual, or they're not at the same vibrational level as you. They're very low in vibration and you're quite high, so there's a your vibration levels are disproportionate, and they're always leaning on you for kind of like reassurance as well. As I said, I think this has been a very emotionally and psychologically draining relationship that thank goodness you're moving away from. I don't think it's done you any good whatsoever. The one thing it has taught you though is you have strength of character. You can do whatever you need to do in order to move away, and that you're not stuck, and you know your worth. I think that's what it's taught you. Yeah, there's something better. Yep, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. There's something better. There is something better. Moving away from this awful energy that's kind of like engulfed you. You lost who you were because this person was so, I wanted to say so intense with their, almost with their love. They were so intense with their love, and so intense with their psychological responses. It was almost like a psychological game. So yeah, there is something better, something much, much better. You're moving out of that awful energy now. So your love life is going to ascend to a higher level of commitment. I think that you're going to make a commitment to yourself as well, never to return back to this energy here. Okay. The situation will improve. It's got soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So this is this falling in love, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition. So you're falling in love with somebody. And this person, it is your soulmate. This person is your soulmate, but they may differ from you significantly. And we've got communicate clearly. Religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing, spiritual path. That could literally mean that both of you are from different religious paths. You know, one could be spiritual, one could might not be, or you know, you just come from two different religious sectors. Sectors sounds so business-like, doesn't it? But yeah, but this card always reads to me as there's some big or some significant difference between you both. So if there is some significant difference, I think you don't need to really worry about that. You need to communicate to this person, okay, there is a difference between us, but I feel like, you know, this could work. Well, it will work because it is your soulmate, and this is ascending to a higher level of commitment. There's something better. It may very well mean that you're going to engage, you're going to get engaged even, or it could be that you connect with this person and I almost wanted to say, from a friend to a lover, your love life's ascending. It doesn't necessarily have to mean engagement as in a ring, but it could mean engagement as in a ring. So take it as it resonates. But yeah, that's beautiful. What's this? Choose a new direction. Choose a new direction. What do we have for choose a new direction? But yeah, release that X energy. It's awful. Yeah, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Choose a new direction. It's actually speaking to this person, communicating clearly, coming towards them and telling them how you feel. How you feel. And what you've been through as well. What you've actually been through in the past in order to get to this situation now. Wow, it's so beautiful. It really is. It really is. But you just need to, I think you just need to open up to this person. Look, choose a new direction. So it's not closing them off, it's actually opening up to them. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Yeah. Don't go down the same route as you did with this previous person as well. If you're seeing the triggers that are coming up, or if something triggers you, you will need to do the work, the internal work, especially with this Hermit card here, in order to resolve those issues before, or if you do connect with this person, well, you are going to connect with this person, but if these triggers arise, then you're going to have to go within and understand why you get triggered. And then understand what you need to release in order to make this connection work. How gorgeous is that? The end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. So it's whatever has triggered you in the past, you need to put it to bed. You need to heal from it. This is what the card's saying. You need to heal from it. Don't bring it with you into this connection here, this soulmate connection. Please don't do that. Do the work, the internal work, in order to move forward, because this connection is going to be so beautiful for you. And this is the one that will do the mileage, not the other one. So yeah, just do the work. Keep getting that. Keep getting the message. Do the work. Do the work. Okay, I can't keep telling them. Thank you. Okay, so it's all going to turn out. It's going to be beautiful, but please do that internal work in order to get to this gorgeous soulmate kind of energy, and this engagement is just beautiful. It really is. Thank you so much, Libra, for a lovely, lovely reading. It really made me smile. It really did. And it's so uplifting to know that you've come from something so awful, but an awful energy, something that was so draining, emotionally and psychologically, that you've got the strength of character to move away from it. You know it's not for your highest good. So bravo. Or you will be, because the cards are predicting it. So, or they're just giving you some guidance. Remember, these cards, these readings are just for guidance. It's up to you. They're there to give you kind of like scenarios that, you may be facing, and they're little pointers in there to say, look, okay, you could do it this way. If you do it this way, then everything will be fine. So yeah, nothing's ever set in stone. Remember that, please. Okay, so I'm going to sign it off with 3 Moonology cards. It's time to give rather than to take. What else do we have? What else do we have for Libra? Okay. Meditate and contemplate. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Yes, yes, yes. We've also got hold your vision. and a new start is coming. How beautiful is that? Thank you so much, Libra. Thank you so much for being my audience. Much love to you. If it did resonate, please click the thumbs up button. Stay safe. Love you loads. See you next time.